Hello everybody, this is Dan, and today is August 23rd of 2018, and today has been officially 10 years since I filmed the Melvindale Thunderbolt 1003. I filmed it on a Saturday that was not the first Saturday of the month at 1 o'clock because in September, I've already stated this, but in September of 2008, I was going to a family reunion, which happened to be on a siren test weekend, and because I wasn't able to film a siren, I kind of felt Melvindale would just help make up for that, and that way I wouldn't have to feel disappointed or anyways, but I'm not at Melvindale because I didn't really feel like having to drive all the way out there, and actually, believe it or not, a couple minutes ago, I just realized that today has been 10 years because I wasn't even thinking about it today. I really wasn't. So I just decided to stay here and just talk about it instead of just going there. But what I could say is last week, I actually did bother to take the time to drive out to Melvindale, and the Thunderbolt 1003 is still there. It's still there, and it's most likely to have to still be in active service because, you know, why would it still be there if it's not in service? But anyways, it is still there, and what I want to say is when I was at Melvindale during the time I was filming it, I actually did not know EL 1998 P71 was also going to film it either, because he actually he sort of drove up to where I was and kind of looked at me, but he didn't really say anything to me, and I wasn't even sure who it was. But you know, I kind of wish he would have said something. That way I would have known it was him. But oh well. But he also happened to film the siren at the same time I was, in a different location. I was actually a little bit sort of east of the siren, or sort of actually like north, or however it is, and he was kind of west of it. So when I was at Melvindale, I was glad that it went off. I liked it. It was pretty loud, but not too loud. Mainly because it's up in a high building. You know, it's the tallest building in Melvindale, which I think is called the Senior Center. It's next to a school, which I think is the Melvindale High School. The siren can be heard quite a distance. I remember hearing it when I was in East Redford one time, a long time ago. Well, kind of a long time ago, but I never filmed it. But it was like 7 miles away. So it's like, wow, Melvindale can be heard quite a distance. So what I want to describe about Melvindale is they test their siren weekly because about 1.5 miles away from Melvindale, there's a Detroit Marathon oil refinery, or some kind of refinery that's I don't really know much about the details about it, but from what I can understand, if there was to be like a disaster at the refinery, it could be dangerous to the public. So there's a couple sirens at the refinery, which includes a STH-10 and supposedly a couple Model 5s, but there's no way to tell since you can't get inside there. And Melvindale also, because it's just so close, Melvindale kind of figured they want to be able to have their sirens tested weekly in case of a disaster like that was to happen. They would have to give a note out to the civilians that they may have to be prepared to evacuate if necessary. But never heard any problems about that. But other than that, Melvindale, I haven't really bothered to go there to see or to watch it go off recently, because I've already heard it a couple times in person and on video, so it's really nothing else I can describe about that. But what I do like to say, and I just found out right now, I just called Jeff because I heard Ben tell me that the Redford City Hall Thunderbolt 1000T has been removed. I was about to go out there and check it myself, but I decided, you know what, if I just call Jeff to find out, it might be faster, so I did that, and he told me that they did remove the 1000T because they were going to tear down the fire station that was right next to it. But the other Thunderbolts that are in Redford, the three 1000s, which one is not in service anymore, that's the north one. The two south ones are still there, including the north one, but of course the two south ones are the ones that are still in active service, and there's 2001s, you know, in Redford where the Thunderbolts that are disconnected are out, have coverage. But anyways, Jeff told me that that the last three 1000s in Redford are still there, but just the 1000T at City Hall has been removed. So I just thought I should share that with you guys, since, you know, so any of you guys love that siren, but in some ways that siren was dying. You know, that thing sounded pretty bad. So unfortunately for me, the closest dual tone siren to my house now, since it used to be Redford City Hall and it's gone, the closest to me now that's still in active use today would be Melvindale. So Melvindale 1003 would be the closest dual tone Thunderbolt siren in my house. But as for the closest, you all know it's JC Park. But yeah, JC Park is still there. I didn't actually check myself, but Jeff told me, and since I believe him, you know, there's no reason for me to have to go out there right now, and I don't feel like it. But I just want to see if I missed anything on Melvindale. I don't think I did. Can't really think of what else to describe for Melvindale, because the only thing I could say, the first time I saw the Melvindale 1003 on YouTube was from YouTube user Mackinock. He should still have that video uploaded, at least on a different YouTube account, because he's had multiple YouTube accounts. I don't know. He's kind of I don't know if I should describe it like this, but he's kind of that kind of person who's kind of let's just say, in my mind, he's kind of in exile. Although, you know, it's not really, I can't really say he's really in exile. I just kind of say it that way because he used to be an active siren member, should I say, but he hasn't been in contact for like almost 10 years now. I don't know what he's up to. But other than that, I can't really describe what else there is, but I want you to all stay tuned for more videos I'll be making, and have a great day, you all.